While Eskom has managed to keep the lights on uninterrupted for quite some time, the country's energy infrastructure still has many areas that need improvement. Eskom's balance sheet is also still on shaky ground, and the state entity will need more money. But where will this come from? Arabile Gumede spoke to Energy and Electricity Minister Dr. Kgosientsho Ramokgopa at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland.
Now, we continue to get more out of the World Economic Forum, and it really is collaborations that matter most when it comes to conferences like this one. It's pretty much the largest on a global context, despite all the others that certainly may be at play. So many all in one room. But how do you find that kind of way that is going to help you as a country, particularly when it comes to power generation and the shift that has happened so much around the world? Let's have a conversation with the Electricity Minister, that is Kgosientsho Ramokgopa, who joins us now for this conversation. Minister, thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it. Has the job gotten a little tougher now because you've reached certain milestones? You've reached the milestone of no longer having load shedding, even though you may want to temper that down a little bit.
No, thanks, Ara. No, you're absolutely correct, because it has exposed some of the structural weaknesses in the electricity value chain. I mean, to start with, there are major challenges on the distribution side. The issues around load reduction. You know, with load shedding, the aggregate generation, it's relatively easier from a technical point of view, because you are dealing with 14 power stations. When you go on load reduction side, could be, I think now we're sitting with over 200 settlements, over 40 villages.
Yeah, but you say that, but so many ministers before you have struggled to do exactly what you've done in your time here.
Oh yes. But
so not so easy.
Yeah, not so easy. No, you're absolutely correct. Just to qualify, no, you're absolutely correct. And then the issues of load reduction as a consequence of illegal connections. So all over the country, there is no settlement that is spared from illegal connection. And you need to spend a lot of money to correct that, refurbish the transformers, redo the connectivity, address the issues of technical losses, so on and so forth. Then the second one, and this is the biggest one, is the cost of this electricity. There's a number of people, in fact, almost every household, every industry is finding it difficult. We are eroding the disposable income of households. And of course, it's disproportionate on the less affluent households. Yeah. Businesses are becoming uncompetitive. I'm saying it's complex because we feel the pain. On the other hand, Eskom must continue to be a going concern. It must be able to invest in this generation capacity, must be able to replenish the fleet, we must be able to do transmission network, we must refurbish it and modernize it. And at the same time, you can't afford the continued tariff increases. Like I said, I mean, it's a complex exercise. We're coming back, there's work that we have done, extensive work. We're going to cabinet to say this is how we think we can resolve the problem. And then the last one is around the mix itself. Yep. So there are different views around what's the best mix. So there is no optimal mix really. So others say, no, there's too much renewables, you are abandoning coal. On the other side says, no, you are giving a new lease of life to coal, you must have renewables. Everyone has got a view, and you sit in the middle, because what we are looking at is national interest. Look at the current geopolitical tension. At the heart of that is a national interest. Sure. It's about a post-1945 world order that is being dismantled. Mike Carney, the Prime Minister of Canada, what did he have to say is that that order has been ruptured. So we must think differently about the big superpowers are unconstrained. They exercise this power unflinchingly. Yeah. It is unfettered. So that's the new world we are living in.
Minister, thank you. Thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it. Electricity Minister there, Kgosientsho Ramokgopa. The power mix, how do we get that right? The pricing, how do we ensure that you and I are still paying a better price, whatever that may look like? Of course, we want it cheaper, but does that necessarily mean we then have the best and the most consistent power sources? All of that here in Davos at the World Economic Forum.